Welcome, welcome. I'm Donna.
My name is Dina Felice.
And it's your girl, Deanna, also known as the Real Brick House Body on Instagram.
And we are the
A triple
Triple
D.
D's. So if it's your first time here, welcome, guys. If you've been here before, welcome back. And y'all know the routine. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Definitely.
Just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah. As you can see, we are still quarantining. We're quarantining and everything. So I just wanted to touch bases on something that happened last night. You guys know the mayor of Atlanta. Did you guys hear anything about him opening everything back up on Friday? That is crazy to me. It's so like, man, my girlfriend lives out there and she called me. She was like, I cannot believe it. So that means everything is going to be open in Atlanta. Everything, nail shops, massage places, that's just it's going to be a trickle effect. And it's just so sad. What do you guys think about that? That's just crazy to me.
Well, I think it's I agree. It's not a good idea. I think it's too early. Not only that, you're gonna see the numbers skyrocket again.
Right.
And people think, you get your, the stimulus check, they're trying to get you out to spend money, and bowling alleys and nail salons is going to be open, and people are going to get sick. This thing is far from being over. I know we tired of being in the house, but this is something that needs to be done to keep people, from getting sick. So the governor, it's a bad idea. I'm just hoping the governor of California, he keeps us on lockdown.
Right. Exactly. It's just
it's I concur. It's definitely too soon. Not a bright idea. They did. You think about how they gave us the money or what have you, and some people it's burning their hands and they're gonna run out there and just start spending. And that's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to put the money back into circulation, of course. But you got to be mindful, people. It's too soon to be mingling amongst one another. Like going to nail shops, going out to eat, going to whatever. All the things we're deprived of. You're rushing to go do those things right away. It's definitely a bad idea. And it's just going to get worse because we don't have a handle over this thing right now. And so, I just say be cautious. I mean, people are going to do what they want to do.
Right.
But I'm cool.
And it's causing all this, we're talking about fear in people, right? And with them opening, their state back up, it's going to get, like we said, it's going to get worse. And the fear amongst people, because I know myself, I've had a little bit of anxiety because of this. I don't think I ever been so clean in my whole life.
I agree.
Keep you on your P's and Q's.
Yes, I'm on my P's and Q's constantly. I'm mindful when I touch my face. I'm mindful when I bring a package into the house.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard to constantly, you want to stay clean, but it's almost like it's being a little bit obsessive.
You have to monitor your every move.
Right.
You really have to be mindful of what you're doing and how you're doing it, what you're touching, and just have to be things we didn't pay so close attention to. Right. Definitely, it's switched gears in my mind. Right. Now it's just automatic to start being extra safe and careful. Right.
That is so
it is what it is.
Yes, that is so true. Me, I have totally changed. As soon as I enter into my palace, I take my clothes off at the door.
Right.
Yes. Take those clothes off and put them right in the
washer.
I don't wash them, just wash them every day. I leave them in there for like a couple of days. and with it closed all the way down because it's germ. As you know, if you were exposed, the virus stay on your clothes. So you want to take
Not if you wash them right away.
no, but who wants to wash every piece every time they walk outside? So
Yeah.
a nurse came by and talked to us about certain things, and she said the best, safest thing to do is just take your clothes off. If you don't have a bag by the door to put them in the bag, just put them inside the washing machine and close the washing machine.
You're right.
So yeah,
That's generally
really
what I do.
crazy. You know, when she called me, she was just like devastated because it's like, you know, and her husband works at UPS, you know, and then UPS, they didn't even have their employees, you know, they didn't even provide them with masks at the time.
No,
So
that's the
I
least
was like, yeah. So she went to order, you know, some masks for him. So he does have his mask now, but it's just scary, you know, that, you know, it was like, it's so disturbing to me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, God bless all of us, but especially Atlanta, if they're already opening up shop. They did it already Friday?
Right.
that's what
No,
they said.
no, they're gonna do it this Friday.
Oh, this Friday.
Okay.
And then, you know, and then the nurses and the health people out there, they're like, I seen a lady on Instagram. I'm gonna wrap this up, but it was a lady on Instagram. She was a nurse. She was like, you know, it's a slap in the face. You know, they're doing all of this stuff, and they're not even supplying the nurses out there with those, you know, those good masks, those 95 or masks, you know, the real good masks. And
yeah.
she's using the same mask over and over. And she says that when she comes home, and she was almost in tears, she says when she comes home, her husband has a pool right there at the door. And she has to take her clothes off and get in the pool and clean herself out. That's how, because she's a nurse and she's working with the COVID patients daily. So when she gets home, she has to bathe in this little pool and then put her clothes there and then go upstairs to take a real shower.
You know what I would do though? I would take a set of clothes with me. I'd one up them, that family, but God bless them. I'd take me a set of clothes, and before I left the hospital, I'm going to change out of those or put some sort of plastic over me. You're getting in your car, and I just feel like you're transporting it anyways because it's on your clothes, and now you're going to get in your car.
You know what? You're right.
Since you're like 100 times more susceptible to it or to catching it because you are working there on the front line. You know, I don't know. I just,
you guys are doing a good job. You guys are doing a good job. But,
God bless you. We thank you, and man,
right. Yes,
man.
I'm very thankful.
Woo.
Right.
So with all that being said, we have an email from a viewer.
Okay.
So, you know, let me.
We love those.
As soon as I can find I had it on my iPad, but I guess I could bring it up on my phone. Okay, so I'm just going to paraphrase it. So she has been in a relationship for about a year. And with this whole pandemic going on, they haven't been able to see each other for at least a month. So he's not used to not seeing her. So he's having a very hard, she said he was having a very hard time going without sex. Yeah. So he's
wow.
look at me all the so he's been kind of like putting pressure on her to you know, okay, I'll let's meet at a hotel, but here's the kicker. He has a roommate that lives with him, and he's, you know, he's not working right now, so he has a lot of time on his hands. So, you know, she's worried about what's going on, and she don't know what his roommate is doing, going in and out.
So who's working and who's not?
Huh?
The roommate doesn't work?
No, he's not working right now. He's off.
The boyfriend. Okay.
Right now. So she's been going through this. Excuse me?
This is her boyfriend or her husband?
Her boyfriend.
I'm just okay, go ahead. I'm not gonna interrupt you.
So Yeah, so he's been putting pressure on her. So she's been feeling a little pressure because she's worried about, she's fearful. She wants everybody to stay safe. So a few weeks ago, uh, he called her. They usually talk all the time. She knows how he moves. One day she called him. She feels like he's trying to rush her off the phone.
Oh.
So she asked him to call her back. He doesn't. So she calls him an additional 4 times. He doesn't answer the phone. And then she sends him a message. She see that he reads the message and he doesn't reply. And her message was so like, okay, baby, I'm going, what'd she say? I'm about to go to sleep. Yeah, it was nighttime. So she said she was about to go to sleep. He read it, did not reply. He didn't reply to her until like 1:30 a.m. in the morning. So when she sees the message, she's, pissed off because she feels like, okay, we don't never do this with each other. What's going on? Where have you been?
That's so what I want to know. What did his message say?
Oh, yes.
Okay, his message, it wasn't a message replying to her. It was like a link sent to something. It was like a link, a news clipping link or something.
Wow.
What? And?
So we're just going to ignore the fact that he did not.
Okay, so he ignored the fact of the message that she was leaving, and he wasn't answering her call, so he ignored everything.
Right.
And just sent a link.
Okay, so then they get on the phone with each other. She questioned him. He's, like, why have you been answering my calls? Like, I saw that you read my message. So why didn't you reply? Why didn't you just say good night? So mind you, he's been off of work for a long time. He had told her, oh, he had went down to his job and, was just socializing for the last 6 hours with some of his coworkers.
And he ain't supposed to be at work.
And he's not supposed to be at work at all because he's off of work right now. So basically what happened was, sounds like a lie, right? So she kind of gave it to him, gave it to him, told him never to call her again, and blocked him. So her question is, do we feel like, is she wrong for feeling the way she felt for not meeting him halfway as far as what's going on right now?
No, like I'm still confused. Like, okay, so he disappears, she reaches out to him, he sees the message, he doesn't reply for hours, and then when he does reply, he's replying with a link that has absolutely nothing to do with her calling, nor does he address, hey, I'm sorry I missed your call, I did see the message, nothing. We're just gonna sweep that under the rug and keep pushing forward like it never happened. Right. No, if that is the case, if that's right, then I would cut his ass off too. No, you should not feel wrong for doing that. I would feel a certain type of way if he did that to me, because let's not play with my damn intelligence here. You saw my message, you didn't respond. You're not even giving me any kind of explanation for you being MIA or not responding when you saw my damn text message. So I feel some type of way, yeah.
But he did give an explanation.
What was it?
He was at work.
Oh, that shit. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, he was at work socializing. Okay, so he was.
That makes it worse.
Yeah. Okay, so he was at work socializing, and he said that that's
too busy to respond to her text
to the woman that he's with. That's, to me, that's bull crap. That is, like you said, Niana, he is really messing with her like she's stupid or something. That's, to me, is crazy, because, all he had to do is probably say is, hey, babe, good night.
He should have not told her where he was at. If he was gonna, Does that even sound like a good thing to say? I was at my job where I don't work anymore,
Yeah,
visiting friends, and yeah, I saw your message basically without saying it, and I didn't respond. But here's a link to such and such. Come on, dude.
that's crazy. And
I
far
don't
as
like it.
that,
I don't like it at all.
that means that, you know, that
So
individual,
inconsiderate.
right, and that very, very selfish, and they're thinking with their penis, basically, you know, to do that, because she said in the beginning of it, she said that it was a, you know, been wanting to see her, but
Sex.
he's roommates. So that social distancing thing is serious. So if he has people coming in and out of his home, that's crazy.
Speaking of that,
And she's concerned. It seems like she's concerned because she don't know what, not saying that he's doing something, but whoever he's bringing in and out of his home. You get what I'm saying? So she's just concerned overall. So she's probably thinking about it like, you know, I'm not really worried about that right now because this is, you know, my future. I don't know how their relationship is, but it just don't sound right. It's too many like missing things in there.
Well,
If that's the case, if she gets sick or something, if he's that hard up, shoot, he gets sick, he gonna cheat. If she gets sick or something,
so he wanted sex, right? He wanted sex, and then
that's your life. That's your life.
I know. I'm just trying to get it all together. There was a lot of little pieces I missed out on, but my ultimate resolution to it is still the same. Let his ass go. But he did want sex, and the reason she didn't want to because this whole social distancing situation. Right. And then, but why? Since it is social distancing, he's such a numbnut because not only. Hold on, son. You know, not only does he want to interact with her when he shouldn't be right now, considering he's going to go to his last place of employment and socialize with people when it's social distancing, and want her to come over.
Right, but you know what? That part, you're right. That part don't make sense. Dina, what you think? It don't make sense. Why would he be at his job?
Well, look, I feel like
socializing. I don't know what kind of work he does or whatever, but why would he be out of the house and his woman is calling him because he's socializing? And for her writing in to us, that doesn't seem like his character. So if that was his character, to me, she wouldn't be writing in because she would know how he moved. Right?
Okay. So how I feel is what could have been the solution before this all got, you know, before he did whatever he did. How they could have met in the middle was they both get tested.
Right.
They both get tested. He said, you know, they'll get a room. And then they have their papers or whatever. They said they're good for that time being. They're good, right? So I'm not sure why didn't that conversation happen between them, because
it's just crazy.
Serious. They should have had that conversation. And then the next thing is, you know, maybe I guess they don't live together, but I'm assuming a lot of people that are in relationships, you know, they'll decide if I'm trying to see my girl and we're trying to social distance or whatever, then we just gonna be quarantined together. But I guess that wasn't their situation. So yeah, I think the test papers would have made a difference. That doesn't mean he's right in what he did, because he could have came up with a better lie. I mean, if I was a man and I know how my woman is, I would immediately hit her back on text, or or turned off my phone and just say my cell phone died. I'm so sorry, babe. My cell phone died. You know, and I fell asleep.
Or just tell the damn truth.
Better than what he did.
Tell the truth.
Or that's funny. If he was with somebody else or whatever, he ain't gonna tell her the truth because he don't want to hurt her. You know.
Well, tell her that he could tell her. You don't have to tell the whole truth. Tell a portion of the truth. Do you feel some type of way because you ain't getting it? So I don't want to see you or I don't want to talk to you right now because you don't want to see me. Okay, I've got issues, right? Without telling her, and I'm gonna go get it from old girl because she ready. You know. Just leave that second part out.
You know he ain't gonna say that. I don't know any guy gonna say that. That's that honest.
Yana,
You know what? That lie he came up with was just
I
stupid.
know. Wasn't
Or
it?
if it was the truth, it's even more asinine. Okay.
See, he did not know she wasn't
get
supposed
sick.
to check him. That was the thing. She was supposed to be not as smart as she is, not to check him. So he wasn't prepared. So he came up with a lie on top of his head.
I think she did.
You did the right thing, girl.
She should let him go because that's showing her who he is. Because even if, okay, you got to put it, okay, I'm going to put it like if I was a man. If I was a man and my girl was calling me, I'm just going, you know, hey, babe, good night. Have a nice night. That's it. I'm not going to call her 5-6 hours later when she's been trying to call him the whole entire time. That's just crazy. Viewer, you know what it is. Just worry about you right now and your health. Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. I think she did add added that, she loves him. Like, this man has did the most that any man has ever done for her. So she still loves him. And, she's just, the worst part, she just felt like he was playing with her intelligence. And I think, it's not even the big part that he slept with somebody else. If that allegedly, allegedly, don't put allegedly. But that, I don't think that was even the biggest part that was making her mad. It's the whole pandemic and the whole seriousness of it.
Or lack thereof. He's not taking it serious at all.
Right. I think that was the thing. And then the lie just made it go over the top. Because
there had to be a lie, right?
That was a lie. But
he could have came up with a better one.
Right.
I was chilling with my ex-coworker. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, and I didn't hear the
I
phone.
was too busy to pick up the phone.
What was it? I didn't hear the phone. I don't know what you said, Dina. He said,
"Girl, let him go." I don't know.
Yeah, let him go because that's a big sign. That's a big sign. Regardless, however he was treating you, girly, you good. You're beautiful. You could get somebody could top him. You know what I'm saying? You know what you deserve.
Right.
That's all I gotta say about that. You know what you deserve. We can't tell you what to do, but in that situation and with those excuses, I just, write him off because it's somebody that's gonna be out there for you and they're gonna respect you and they're gonna know you and they're gonna know how you are and their goal is not to hurt you. So just move on. That's not the last man on this earth. Just move on.
I don't know how much good he did, but weigh your options, sweetie.
Yeah, I would say weigh your options.
I mean, I don't know the backstory, how much good he did, and is the good really good? Or maybe he was pulling a fast one and you just didn't know it. This was the one he was slipping and got tripping and got caught slipping. He didn't come up with a good enough lie, in other words. So I don't know. Weigh your options and good luck with that.
No, like I said, no one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, but I feel like if his good outweighs his bad, and this is definitely not good what he did. Let me get that straight. But like Deanna say, weigh out your options, because no one's perfect. People make mistakes, right. And that was a big one he made.
Yeah, no one. Let me say that. Yeah, if I was you, I would just let him go because during this time, if I had a situation like that, I would let it go because that person that he was with, it's obvious that he was with somebody. That
allegedly, so we won't get sued.
Yeah. Oh, right. Allegedly, all the clues are there. All the signs are there. You can't see it, girl. I don't know, but yeah, I would just take all that in and just right now. I don't know how long you've been in it. How long did she say? How long she been in a relationship?
I don't know.
Okay, just let it go. Just let it go. Somebody out there is gonna respect you more to not put you through that. So, moving on.
All right.
Okay.
So another viewer question. It's kind of a two-part question. Are you friends with an ex or exes? And if so or not, why or why not? Me, no. I'm not. I'm not friends with any of my exes. I mean, I think like when we first broke up, we tried to be friends, but we just went on about our lives. I'm good. I think that would be an issue getting into a new relationship anyway.
Right.
So no, and that's the reason why, because it's just going to be a big issue. And there was another part to it real quick. And then would you break up with someone who was friends or still friends with their ex? Absolutely. Basically for the same reasons I just said. I don't need the drama. And this is what I would be thinking about. Like when me and you get into it, you're going to go run into your ex, your friend, right? Spilling our issues and our problems and getting comforted. I don't know what the hell is going on. So I don't want to even invite that. I think that it's just trouble. And I couldn't be with someone that's still, because I'm not jealous, but I have a jealous streak. And like I say, if we get into it, I don't need you running over there telling homegirl all my business.
That's right.
So what about you ladies? Are you friends with an ex or exes? It could be more than one. And would you break up with an ex, or would you break up with someone if they were still friends with an ex?
Well, for me, is I'm cool with one of my exes. Because neither one of us are in a relationship, so that's partly the reason why. But yeah, we cool. We're not like best friends or nothing, but there's really no animosity between us. It's just it's none of that. It's just we got over all the other stuff. It's just how you doing? You good? Blah blah. And it's it's like that. So, but if I was to get into a relationship, then yeah, I would not. That's out because
so how would you cut that off? So all of a sudden we ain't cool no more because you got a man.
I would tell him.
2 weeks ago you was saying, hey, how you doing?
Because you know what? I'm gonna say this because that happened to me when he was engaged to another woman. She didn't like it, so he told me. I respected it. I said, okay, cool. And then she still had an issue with me because but I respected the situation. I didn't do that. So it'll be the same way. I'll text him. I'm in a relationship now. I need to respect my situation. I'm sure we're such good of friends. We are respectful of each other. Right. Because we don't have that.
Emotional.
We don't have those emotions anymore, right? So we're respectful of each other. So I'm sure he will understand or whatever. But it's not going to happen if I'm in a relationship. I don't want to disrespect whoever I'm with. That is disrespectful.
Right. But right. I feel like it depends on the individual, the person that you are with, because I'm friends with my exes. We don't hate each other. We're still cool.
I never said I hated mine either. I'm just saying I'm not friends with him. I see you on the street. Hey.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we could sit down together, and if we're somewhere having a drink, he could come over and have a drink with us. You know what I'm saying? Cool. And it just depends on if the partner that you with is secure enough. Because some people you could get with could be totally jealous, don't want you looking, calling, talking, don't want you to have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's something within that individual. It just depends.
Wait, but I'm confused. They don't want you talking or smiling to your ex or to anybody. They just jealous like that.
Yeah, it just depends on the individual. Like I said, it just depends. You could have a person that's just cool. I mean, if your ex come in there and you guys are somewhere at happy hour and he sit down and shoot the breeze with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think if my significant other at the time was not comfortable with that, I don't think that he would be necessarily insecure. totally agree with that, but I get where you're coming from.
Right.
I just think it's just like Dina said earlier, it's just the respect factor of it. It's not, has nothing to do with whether, say hi, but you're not sitting down holding a whole, hey, so what's been going on? No, I'm with my boo right now. How you doing? It's nice to see you. This is my man. All right, is that your girl? Is she? Oh, okay. You by yourself? Whatever the case. Bye now. That's it. I'm just saying.
What was the second part of the question? I don't think every
person would be insecure. Huh? The other part?
The second part of the question, Deanna?
Yeah. Would you break up with someone who was friends with their ex? If you were with a man and he, and maybe you didn't know at first, and then all of a sudden, there's this, oh yeah, damn, forgot to tell you. Or even if you know up front, I don't know, would you break up with them or would you get with them, not get with them? If they say, hey, I'm still friends.
No,
and we gonna always be friends. That shit.
I don't think I would break up with him. I will try to understand the dynamic of their friendship. Like if he told her about me and she's still intruding in our personal time, then that's going to be a problem because obviously she doesn't respect what you have going on. Mm-hmm. Then yeah, that's going to be a problem. Then you're going to have to make some type of choices. But if she cool, and she in her own relationship, she don't, and they're like, cool with each other, I'm cool with it. I don't have a problem with that, because she's respectful.
But what if they don't have nobody?
If they don't have
be in a relationship. What if they're single and they're not intruding, but they're still friends and they still talk? She's not intruding and she doesn't necessarily have someone, but they're still friends. That's the friend.
It goes back to, the insecurity. I mean, if they're secure with themselves, and they know that they have a strong bond, then it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, I feel in the middle. I feel in the middle about it.
Y'all asking for trouble.
Listen. I would be probably 10 years ago. I would be like that, but right now it's like I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Let an ex-friend come talk to your man all of a sudden, all the time. Oh, that's just Barbara.
Oh, but
Barbara. My friend. Who are you talking to this? Here it is Monday. Here it is Wednesday.
Hey,
Barbara.
Talking to Barbara at 11 p.m. at night.
Look.
No. Okay. It's boundaries. No.
I say, see, I don't even want to deal with it. You nip it in the bud, you ain't got to worry about making rules to the game.
Okay, that's true. Now, what he gonna be doing? He don't talk to his homeboys at 11 o'clock. That alone talking to.
It don't have to be 11. Dina was just being sarcastic. It don't have to be 11. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, girl.
Yeah, no.
Shit.
Well, maybe
it's the principality.
Okay, but I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt. You don't know what kind of business, you don't know what kind of life they live. It could be him bringing some business opportunity or something. Is she gonna let it go down? I mean, not let it go, and that's her money, and he knows what she does.
Email her.
But it's still no. It's still a form of a contact. It could be some business. That's how I look at it.
Okay, but it's not a conversation.
But they didn't say all that. They didn't say all that, lady.
We don't know.
No, but you it could be business, it could not be business. So we can use both scenarios. Either way, for me, if I just nip it in the bud, I don't have to worry about this, that, or the other. It's a wrap.com because we're not going there. I'm not friends with any of mine, so maybe that's what it is. So I don't want you to be friends with any of yours, okay? Aggie?
Well, I just think that it's just boundaries that needs to be set. And that's it. Don't disrespect those boundaries.
Right. Key word, don't disrespect. All this is about respect. Don't disrespect. If your other half don't like something, you guys talk about it and work it out.
There you go.
That's where the communication comes in. And if they mean that much to you, you're going to what? Compromise, and come to a medium. in agreement, and then that'll just be that, because you're not with that ex, you with that your current situation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but you guys have to have some kind of understanding. You know, if it is, you know, because some people do that. I'm not into all that too close stuff and swinging. You know, people out here be swinging. That's another topic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it could turn into something like that. You don't want that. It's just like, okay, we're cool, this and that. Like I said, I don't have all my exes, you know, are cool. You know, they're cool with me. So, you know, that's it with that.
And then some of my exes I don't want to be cool with. You know,
Right.
You're right. I like to leave my past in the past, you know.
Only a select couple. Like when I say select, maybe one or two. But
I like to leave my past behind me like a ponytail. No, I'm saying.
But Deanna, so what I just want to say is, I'm gonna wrap it up. So
Yeah.
if your ex, you know, had a
My ex, okay, keyword.
your ex, he called you up and he said, you know, Deanna, I got this business opportunity. I want you to meet with these people, and you know, and this and that. You could do this and this and that, and I want to put it all together from you and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my question to you is, are you going to deny it because that's your ex and you don't want to interact because you know how he is? Or are you going to miss up this, you know, could be a big deal or something? You know, what would a situation like that?
Yeah, that's a one-time situation. Me and my ex, generally, we don't speak. Then all of a sudden, my phone rings. He has a business opportunity. You do? Let me holler at my dude real quick. You cool with it? Okay, that's different. But we are not like socializing regularly, just trying to see how each other's, what our lives are like. How's it going? How's the family? And all this so bullshit. No. You know, you called me out the blue one time, and now we may build this business relationship from that. But it would have to be business, or otherwise I don't. And it would have to be a business that I see myself being profitable in or interested in, you know, whatever. Other than that, so that's, for me, is a different scenario. Good question, though.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
All right, you guys, we're coming up on our time.
It's on you, Dina.
It is?
Yes,
Dina.
coming up on our time. I hope you guys enjoyed our discussions. Leave down in the comments, what are your thoughts, if you want us to talk about something else, and what do you think about the situation from our viewer. Leave those comments as well, because we're interested in reading all of them. Okay, and let us know what you guys want to see next time. Once again, my name is Dina Felice,
and I'm Donna.
Go ahead, Donna.
Sorry, I'm
it's okay.
Donna, the real Donna D on Instagram.
And it's your girl Deanna, also known as the Real Brick House Body on Instagram. And we are
the Triple T.
Ooh, we love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Love you guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Until next time.